Jets.
We're new at this. We'll get the hang of it.
All right.
Do you ever ask yourself, how in the world did I end up here? For me, it started 20 years ago. Do you remember the kid in school who struck out in t-ball, ran the wrong way down the football field, got tangled in the soccer net? You're looking at it. Fortunately, my parents recognized at an early age that traditional sports weren't exactly my forte. Therefore, they put me on a dirt bike at the age of 5. What started as riding circles in my grandma's backyard quickly turned into a dream of being a professional motocross racer. And the next 13 years of my life were dedicated to nothing but dirt bikes. I dreamed of making millions of dollars, being swarmed by screaming fans, signing autographs while standing in line at the local McDonald's. At 18, I graduated high school, and despite my lack of academic effort, I somehow received a scholarship to a local community college. I made it 3 days. On the third day, the professor asked us to write an essay about anything at all, anything on our mind. Naturally, I wrote 2 full pages, front and back, about how college was a waste of my time because I was going to be $1 million motocross racer. I walked to the front of the class, tossed the paper on her desk, and stormed out before class was even over. My best friend came over that weekend. There was a race we both wanted to attend, and he stayed the night. But the weather wasn't looking so good, so we made a deal. If it was raining on Sunday morning, we'd go visit my girlfriend who was away at college. If it was sunny, we'd go racing. On Sunday, August 27th, 2006, we woke up to rainy skies. And like any good boyfriend, I chose my dirt bike instead. My best friend and I ended up in the same race together. He was leading the race in first place, I was in second. He was covering me in mud, and I'd had enough. So I made a snap decision to try and make a pass for the lead over a jump. We collided midair, and we both came crashing to the ground. My best friend was battered and bruised, but walked away uninjured. I, on the other hand, laid in the dirt, awake and alert, but I was internally bleeding, my lungs were collapsing, and my spine was shattered. People quickly gathered around me, holding me, calling for help. And that's when I said, I can't feel my legs. I was 18 years old, and a snap decision not only shattered my spine, it shattered my dream. The weird part about it is, while I was laying there, I felt more calm, more peaceful, and more full of life than I ever had before. I was life-flighted to a hospital where doctors told my friends and family they didn't know if I would survive. Now, the only problem is no one told me that. So, as friends, family, and strangers came running into the room, hugging me, kissing me, crying, and saying what they thought was goodbye, I thought I'd made it. I thought I was that famous. I was too naive to know that I was dying, so I just kept living. By miracle and incredible doctors, I survived, but I was paralyzed from the chest down. One moment. Thank you. A few days later, a therapist came in and she said to me, Michael, what are you going to miss most about life now that you're paralyzed? I saw a tear run down my mom's face, and I could see the guilt in my dad's eyes. That's just a fart bag that comes with being paralyzed. I saw the guilt in my dad's eyes, and I said the first thing that came to my mind. That's not what came to mind. What I said was, I don't know what I'll miss more, going to college or push mowing the front and backyard. The room went silent, and then suddenly we all burst out into laughter. Well, everyone except the therapist. She left, never came back. What I learned was laughter doesn't fix things, but it makes surviving them a whole lot more fun. On August 27, 2016, 10 years exactly to the day of my accident, I married the girl of my dreams, who's never, yes, she's here tonight, as a matter of fact, who's never seen me walk a day in her life. And wouldn't you know it, standing beside me, my uninjured best friend. On August 27, 2021, 15 years exactly to the day of my accident, I was strapped onto a dirt bike that was specially built with all hand controls to ride one final time. 2 years after that, life gave me the greatest miracle of them all, twin daughters. At 18 years old, my entire life was about winning races, making millions, and being swarmed by screaming fans. Did I ever imagine that 20 years later, I'd be sitting on a stage in a wheelchair, chasing a new dream of telling my story to the world with one simple goal, reminding someone somewhere out there to smile, laugh, and just keep going? Absolutely not. But that's the thing about life. You never know what a new leaf has in store. Thank you.